Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. Today we are at a beautiful place, look at that. Me and Maya went to travel a little bit and I want to bring you a message. We have a new moon present today. New moon in the zodiac sign of Gemini, of which ruling planet is Mercury, as we know. And if we go into ancient Greek mythology, a planet Mercury was also known as the messenger of God. So it's a planet of communication, and often at times like that, when the moon goes into the zodiac sign of Gemini, many people may experience a greater clarity over their lives, and many people may experience some powerful insights about how or what we could do in the next steps in our lives, what could be our next moves in our lives. How could we get back into a greater alignment with ourselves so we can experience a greater purpose for our lives? So, you know, we can walk that path of the soul, and that's what I want to remind you today. This is truly a beautiful time to take a moment, to pause, and to think about how well our life is going and where we are right now. Because, you know, the heavier energies were present for many days, for even weeks. And many people have experienced lots of those heavier energies. And those heavier energies are present. Those are like the universe is testing us, how we will respond to them. Or, you know, what kind of triggers will be active with this energy, so we can become more aware of the negative aspects of our lives, the lower emotions, the denser energy, so we can learn to release it, so we can learn to work with it, so we can learn to let go of the emotions or of the emotional blocks which are still holding us back, which are still anchoring us to the past. So there's nothing wrong with any kind of lower emotions, but getting stuck in certain sadness or in certain anger or in certain frustrations may block our transformation, may block our joyful experiences. And that's why we need to learn to work with those heavier energies. We need to learn to flow even when it feels hard. We need to learn to do things we love to do, even when it seems like there's nothing we love to do, even if it seems like there's no love present. We need to learn to awaken love within us. So that's why it's so important to know ourselves and to learn to get into that flow state, as we are often talking about. And when it comes to the present new moon in Gemini, it is reminding us to gain greater communication, firstly with ourselves, so we can know ourselves better. We can recognize what we truly need on that heart level, what we truly want on that heart level, what are our heart's desires, and to recognize, are we really honest with ourselves? Are you honest with yourself? Because, honesty is firstly born within us. If we want to be honest with others, we firstly need to be honest with ourselves, to recognize, am I treating myself the way I want to be treated? Right, that's a beautiful question. Am I treating myself the way I want to be treated? And truly look at your life. What about your behaviors? What about your acts that you're consciously choosing? Are you choosing or making choices which are beneficial for you, which are healthy for you, which are good for you, which are helping you to transform? Are you always using the easy path? Look at that. Look at those different aspects of your life. And think about your habits. In yesterday's video, I was talking about how important it is to recognize toxic habits so we can become more aware of it, because we can only let go of something we are aware of at the first place, right? So we recognize what kind of habits are actually not supporting our transformation anymore. As your consciousness is awakening and you're rising and you're becoming more self-aware, you will recognize, well, there are some things you don't want to repeat anymore. And that's actually a first victory, recognizing what you don't want to repeat anymore. Because that's where you can start walking a new path, right? You can decide, okay, I don't want to repeat that. For what I want to change my behaviors in that area. Let's say you want to start living your life more actively. You want to start working out, you want to start doing yoga, you want to become more active, you want to start, I don't know, maybe swimming in the ocean more often, or you want to start running, walking, you know, going on the longer walks in nature. For what can you change to become more active? You know, what can you quit doing to become more active? Many insights may come to you in these times right now, so just remind yourself to listen to your heart's voice. Remind yourself to listen what is coming to you. Meditation may help you. Going into beautiful places like that or any kind of a place in nature will help you to reconnect more with yourself, to find what is coming to you, what is flowing to you. You know, Gemini's symbol is air, and air is flowing, right? Air is light, it is everywhere. It's same as inspiration or love or joy. The energy of it is everywhere. We just need to learn to plug to it so we can start flowing with it, right? So plug yourself to the vibration of joy by asking yourself how joy feels like. Find a memory of yourself where you were truly joyful, enjoying your life, and ask yourself how it felt like, how your body was feeling at those moments. And that's how you will plug yourself to the vibration of joy. And then feel it, and feel it even strongly, and feel it even more, and feel it even more, until your body will become fully charged with the vibration of joy. And suddenly your mind will get into a completely different state. You will start searching to do more things you love to do, because that's what joyful version of yourself wants to do, right? And you will start seeking for more things you love to do. And suddenly you will start taking different choices. And that's what your higher self wants you to know. To always pick your, or choose, things you're doing out of your heart, not out of your mind. Mind is great for analyzing. Mind is great for calculating, for thinking, for creating. But sometimes we need to, you know, tap into our hearts and truly ask ourselves, is this coming from my heart? Is what I'm doing right now my heart's desire? So we can know that whatever we are searching for, or whatever goals we are setting, or whatever vision for the future we are creating is truly coming from our hearts. Because you know what kind of life it is that we are searching and following something and working hard on something what at the end of the day is not fulfilling us. So it's all about a greater awakening of the awareness of what is truly fulfilling us, what is truly, you know, bringing us back into the essence of who we are, so you can experience this life to its full and greatest potentials. So of course everything is a lesson. Whatever you're moving through is a lesson. So there is no bad moments, only lessons. But you know, once we open our hearts and we start looking our lives through the lens of the heart, we may see more details, we may see more wonders, we may see more beauty, we may see more lessons, we may see more empowering information, more information which is uplifting us. and we may feel more inspired, and that's so beautiful. So my friends, with today's new moon, take time for yourself, and also take time to look into your future. Look into your future and ask yourself who you want to become. Are you still following dreams which you want to experience them? Are you still having clarity over your future? Who you want to become, what you want to experience, how you see the future of humanity. You know, your mind is really powerful, and you need to remind yourself that. You need to remind yourself that everything you think has something to do with your reality. And once we become truly clear over how we think and how our thoughts are affecting our emotional body, and how our emotional body then influences more thoughts equal to our emotions, we will recognize that we want to gain greater clarity over our mindset, right? We want to shift our mindset, the way that our mind will start influencing more of those empowering emotions, so we can feel more grateful, so we can feel more joyful, so we can feel more empowered, so we can feel more blessed, right? So we see mind is an instrument of consciousness, of an awareness, of an observer of who you are, of the essence of life. We could say mind is a beautiful instrument. With mind we are creating wonderful things, but don't let it control you. Don't let it control you. So in many different teachings we may hear, learn to control your mind. And right now the energy is present, which can help us to not just control our minds, but rather to gain greater clarity and greater awareness over what is happening inside here. To see if, you know, beliefs we are still clinging to them, we are still holding them, are they still serving us? Are they still good for us? Or it's time to upgrade them, or it's time to, you know, change some programs within us to change our lives. So write things down. Write down the insights you're experiencing right now. Write down the thoughts you want to let go of, the beliefs you want to let go of. You know, new moon is always a symbol as a doorway to a new chapter of your life. New moon was always a symbol where people started setting new intentions for new manifestations, where they've entered into a phase for planting new seeds for the next chapter of our life. So, my friends, the energy of the Gemini is reminding us of gaining greater clarity, creating balance between masculine and feminine energy, which is truly important, because if feminine energy is all about love, all about flow, all about, you know, that easygoing, unstructured flow, the masculine energy is all about planning, all about structuring things, putting things into work, taking action. So a beautiful balance between masculine and feminine energy is to be a dreamer, you know, dream, think about your future, be creative, fall in love with the process, but then do the work, create plans, write down precise vision for your future, and write a plan. How will you initiate it? What kind of habits you will develop so the things you want to create will become more automatic for you, more, you know, more structured, so you can know how will you start your day, who you want to become, how will you become it. And that's where we need to, you know, to educate ourselves about how firstly, for example, people which are already doing what you want to do are doing that, what they are doing in their lives. this is truly important to create that balance between the masculine and feminine energy. And another important thing when it comes to Gemini is to be an adventurist. You know, make your life an adventure. Go to places like that if you can. And take your body for an adventure. Do something which inspires you, which scares you a little bit, and which puts you into that state of a little kid, you know, when you just want to explore everything and to see what else can you learn in your life. This will help you to completely raise your vibration, you know, and get back into that state of a little child which is always inspired to find something new, to learn something new, to grow in different areas of our life. So this is truly amazing. The energy that I sense right now is that there's still heaviness, but slowly it is cleansing. You know, the toxicity and all of that is slowly cleansing. And more it is happening, more we are emerging into the next level of ourselves, but we need to do the work. So you need to do the work, my friends, and I will leave you here. So enjoy this new moon, celebrate it, celebrate yourself, because you are amazing, you're wonderful, and remind yourself that you are wonderful. Remind yourself that you are grateful for who you are. Remind yourself that you can do it. Remind yourself that you are enough. Accept yourself fully. All different aspects of yourself, accept them fully, because that's how you can bring light to the darkness, to the dark areas of your life, and that's how you release that heavier energy so you can become a pure light. This is it for today, my friends. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings and power. I hope you've enjoyed this different video outside in the nature. Maybe you can hear some sounds of the water reminding us of the flow. Water is, you know, soft, like the softest material in nature, but it can create strong effects on the strongest materials. It can create a hole into a rock. It can, you know, reshape the rocks. So it can teach us a lot. Be like water, said Bruce Lee, right? Flow in your life. Be adaptable and find the inner resilience to everything that is, for everything that is happening in your life or whatever you are going through. Remind yourself that you are resilient and you can move through anything. So my friends, this is it. One more time, have a beautiful day, and till next time, one love.